Before we begin, take 1 second to support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and turning on notifications. It truly helps us keep bringing you the biggest stories, the deepest breakdowns, and the truth behind the headlines. Now get ready, because what we're about to discuss has the whole internet talking. Atlanta is no stranger to drama. This city has seen friendships rise, relationships crash, and secrets explode in front of cameras for years. But even by Atlanta standards, this story feels different. This one is louder, deeper, more personal. And if the rumors are true, it may have changed 2 lives forever in one single night. At the center of it all are 2 women everyone knows: Karlie Redd and Rasheeda Frost. 2 names connected to power, beauty, business, and years of complicated history. Sometimes friends, sometimes rivals, sometimes smiling in public while tension quietly grew in private. But now, according to reports, whatever bond they once had may be completely broken. Because what started as an elegant night out allegedly turned into shouting, chaos, tears, and one shocking statement that sent social media into total meltdown. The question everyone keeps asking is simple. Did Rasheeda expose Karlie's most private secret in front of everyone? And if she did, was it revenge, self-defense, or betrayal? Let's break it all down. The story reportedly began at a private luxury boutique opening in Atlanta. The kind of event where everyone dresses their best, cameras are nearby, and every guest knows someone important is in the room. The guest list was tight, the atmosphere was polished, expensive perfume in the air, soft music playing, smiles everywhere. But beneath the surface, tension was already waiting. Witnesses claim Karlie arrived looking stunning but unusually reserved. Normally energetic, outspoken, and ready to command attention, she was said to be more guarded than usual. Some noticed she moved carefully. Some said she seemed distracted. Others claimed her flowing designer outfit looked chosen to hide something. And just like that, whispers began. When people don't have facts, they create theories. Why was Karlie being so quiet? Why was she avoiding drinks? Why did she seem uncomfortable whenever someone looked too closely? Then Rasheeda entered the room. And according to those there, the energy changed instantly. Because these 2 women don't share a simple history. Years of friendship, years of disagreements, business conversations, personal misunderstandings, competition, pride, old wounds that never fully healed. Sometimes people smile at each other while carrying 10 years of anger inside. That may have been the case here. Sources claim the 2 women eventually crossed paths near the VIP section. At first, it looked like a normal conversation, 2 familiar faces talking in public. But then voices reportedly got sharper. Body language changed. The smiles disappeared. People nearby started turning their heads. Whatever was being said was no longer polite. Reports claim the disagreement centered around loyalty, respect, and business moves. Karlie allegedly made comments that Rasheeda did not appreciate. Rasheeda reportedly responded by bringing up Karlie's private life. Once personal issues enter an argument, things often spiral fast. And that is exactly what witnesses say happened. The music kept playing, but now people were paying attention to only one thing. Them. Words were exchanged. Accusations flew. Years of frustration may have poured out in minutes. Some say Karlie looked emotional. Some say Rasheeda looked furious. Others say both women had clearly reached their limit. Then came the moment that changed everything. Witnesses claim the verbal fight became physical. One push, one shove, confusion, people screaming, security rushing in, phones instantly raised into the air, everyone trying to see. Everyone trying to record. Everyone knowing this moment would be everywhere by morning. Those present described a brief but chaotic struggle before the women were separated. Hair out of place, clothes shifted, faces flushed with anger. And then, just when people thought it was over, the biggest bombshell allegedly dropped. According to multiple accounts, Rasheeda shouted words directly at Karlie that froze the room. She reportedly told Karlie to stop acting like a victim and start acting like a mother carrying a miracle at 50. Silence. Complete silence. The kind of silence that only happens when nobody can believe what they just heard. People looked at each other. Did she really say that? Did Rasheeda just reveal that Karlie might be pregnant? At 50, and in the middle of a public fight, that one sentence became the center of the entire story. Because if true, it was deeply personal. If false, it was explosive and damaging. Either way, it changed the night forever. Reports say Karlie looked stunned, then emotional, then left the event in tears. No speech, no explanation, no denial, just leaving behind a room full of gossip, phones, and questions. And once something like that happens in public, the internet does the rest. Within hours, blogs were posting headlines. Comment sections were full. Videos were replayed. Lip readers claimed to know what was said. Fans began examining recent photos of Karlie. People compared outfits, compared body shapes, compared timelines. Suddenly, everyone online became a detective. Some people defended Karlie immediately. They said a woman's body is her business. They said no friend should reveal medical information in anger. They said even rumors about pregnancy are deeply personal and should never be weaponized. Others took the opposite side. They argued Rasheeda must have been pushed too far. They said people only explode when they are carrying built-up pain. They believed there had to be more behind the scenes than anyone knew. And then there were those focused on one specific question. Could Karlie really be pregnant at 50? That debate opened an even bigger conversation. Because this story stopped being only celebrity gossip, it became about age, motherhood, privacy, judgment, and the way society treats women as they grow older. Some people celebrated the possibility, saying happiness has no age limit. Others talked about health risks and medical realities. Doctors, bloggers, influencers, and strangers all joined the conversation. Meanwhile, the one person everyone wanted to hear from stayed silent. Karlie reportedly withdrew from public view after the incident. No live stream, no statement, no direct response. And in celebrity culture, silence often creates more noise than words. Some said silence meant the rumor was true. Others said silence meant she was hurt. Some believed lawyers were involved. Others thought she was planning a major interview. The truth is, nobody knew. But that didn't stop speculation. Then more rumors started spreading. Sources claimed Karlie had been keeping a low profile for months. Some said she had been visiting specialists. Others claimed she had stopped drinking recently and often looked tired. Were these signs of pregnancy? Or normal life details being twisted after the fact? That is what happens when public curiosity grows too strong. Everyday behavior becomes evidence. At the same time, Rasheeda's own reputation came under pressure. Many asked why she would say something so personal publicly. Even if true, why reveal it during a fight? Even if angry, why cross that line? Some accused her of bullying. Some accused her of humiliation. Others said she was simply reacting after being physically confronted. The public split into teams. Team Karlie, Team Rasheeda, And when fans pick sides, peace usually disappears. Mutual friends were reportedly forced into uncomfortable positions. Some stayed neutral. Some privately supported one side. Some unfollowed others online. Some avoided events entirely. Because drama between two powerful people often spreads beyond them. Families feel it. Friends feel it. Businesses feel it. Entire circles feel it. Then another rumor surfaced. Legal action. Reports claimed Karlie's team was considering whether public statements and private revelations crossed legal boundaries. Defamation. Privacy violations. Emotional harm. Nothing confirmed, but the possibility alone raised the stakes. Now this wasn't just a fight. It could become war. There were also whispers that producers and networks were watching closely. Why? Because stories like this bring attention. And attention brings money. Some believed cameras wanted the aftermath. Others believed both women refused to film together. Some said security would be needed at future events. Again, many claims, few facts. But one truth remained. The relationship between these women appeared shattered. And beneath all the gossip was something sadder. Two people who once had trust, now standing on opposite sides of public chaos. That's what makes stories like this hit harder. It's not just about fame. It's about betrayal. The pain feels bigger when it comes from someone who once knew your secrets. Many viewers also pointed out another important issue. What if there was more to Karlie's story than a yes or no answer? What if this was a private health journey? What if she had hopes, fears, treatments, disappointments, or emotional struggles no one knew about? Life is often more complicated than headlines. A person may be smiling publicly while privately carrying heartbreak. That possibility made many people more sympathetic. Because if someone was navigating something deeply emotional, having it shouted during a fight would be devastating. At the same time, others asked if Rasheeda had been protecting herself in a heated moment after being attacked. When emotions explode, people sometimes say the one thing they know will hurt most. That doesn't always make it right, but it does make it human. And that may be why this story captured so much attention. There are no perfect heroes here. No perfect villains. Just people, pride, anger, pain, and consequences. As days passed, every small update became headline material. A blurry sighting. A cryptic post. A missing appearance. A friend's vague comment. A paparazzi photo. People search for certainty in shadows. But certainty never came. Only more questions. Will Karlie speak? Will Rasheeda apologize? Will legal teams step in? Will unseen footage emerge? Will the truth match the rumors? Right now, nobody outside their circles truly knows. And that is why the story continues to grow. But maybe the biggest lesson has nothing to do with celebrities. Maybe it's this. Secrets shared in trust should never become weapons in anger. Because once words leave your mouth, they cannot be called back. Once private pain becomes public entertainment, damage spreads far beyond one moment. And once friendship turns into humiliation, rebuilding becomes very hard. No matter whose side someone chooses, that part is universal. There are real emotions behind every trending topic. Real families behind every headline. Real tears behind every viral clip. Sometimes we forget that. If Karlie is dealing with something personal, she deserves space. If Rasheeda felt hurt or attacked, she deserves to tell her truth too. But the public often rewards conflict more than healing. That's why peace is rare and drama trends faster. Now all eyes remain on Atlanta. Waiting, watching, refreshing timelines, because eventually someone will speak. Eventually a statement will come. Eventually one side, or both, will try to reclaim the story. Until then, the mystery remains alive. Was it truth shouted in anger? Was it a false accusation meant to wound? Was it something more complicated than anyone realizes? Only time will tell. And when the full truth finally comes out, it may look very different from the version social media created. So now I want to hear from you. Did Rasheeda cross a line that should never be crossed? Or was she reacting in the heat of a moment after being pushed too far? Do you believe Karlie owes the public no explanation at all? Or do you think silence only adds fuel to the fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next major update. Because in a world where headlines move fast and secrets never stay hidden for long, the next twist may already be on the way.